Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Play on, and Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike. All he has to do is throw him out, and the West Fargo Patriots are your 2022 state champions.
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome, and we are kicking off the winter sports season while the fall sports season is still in progress. Tomorrow on Magnitude, we'll have the Barnesville Trojans and the Chatfield Gophers in the State AA Football Championship game. And then 24 hours later, on Saturday at 1 o'clock, we'll have the DGF Rebels taking on the New London Spicer in the AAA Championship football game. But before we get to that, we got girls basketball tonight. It's our first broadcast of the winter sports season. But these two teams are both 1-0 coming into tonight's matchup here against each other. So we'll dig into that a little bit more here in just a moment. I want to thank our sponsors, including Superior Builders in Breckenridge, DGF High School, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Goldmark Commercial Real Estate, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, and KLN Family Brands for making this broadcast between the Rebels and the Cowgirls possible tonight here on the Magnitude Sports Network. More in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. We'll be right back. Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby?
Wally Wibbly.
Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wababy?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back to Magnitude Sports. It's the DGF Rebels and the Breckenridge Cowgirls getting ready for action here tonight on Magnitude Sports, and we certainly appreciate you tuning in, whether you're cheering on the Cowgirls or whether you're cheering on the Rebels. And we're also simulcasting this on the DGF YouTube channel, so you take your pick. It's going to be an exact duplicate broadcast here, either on Magnitude Sports or the DGF YouTube channel, but we're certainly proud of the fact that we can offer that service for the DGF fans who are used to watching their team on the DGF channel, and now we bring you an even upgraded broadcast. Not that the other broadcasts weren't upgraded, but right here tonight on Magnitude Sports and the DGF YouTube channel. Well, as I mentioned, both these teams 1-0 coming into this contest today. DGF picked up a win on the road after dropping the opener here at home last year against Walker Hackensack Akeley. And I should have brought that scorebook with me because it was an 8th grader on the Walker Hackensack Akeley who scored like 31 or 34 points against DGF last year. Well, she didn't score that many points this year against DGF, as DGF was able to come away with a 59-41 win over the Walker Hackensack Akeley Wolves. In that game, it was Aria Garrett, the 6-foot freshman, who led the way in scoring with 17 points. Kaylee Peterson contributed 8. Gabrielle Tucker had 12. as well as Peyton Backus. So both Tucker and Backus had 12 points in that game against Walker Hackensack Akeley. 8 for Kaylee Peterson, 5 for Michaela Bielen, 3 for Michaela Winter, and that 3 came from behind the arc. And then a bucket inside the paint there for Ella Olsen for 2 points. I was talking to Coach Jason Sunday, and he's like, yeah, we pretty much dominated him in the paint. He told me the number, but I don't remember the exact number. All I know it was like 26-10 or 26-8, something like that. Points in the paint against Walker. Walker, that's a tough one. Say that 3 times fast. Walker Hackensack Akeley. So, look for Garrett, Backus, and Tucker. If they have similar nights tonight as they did against Walker Hackensack Akeley, those will be the names that you'll be hearing the most tonight here in tonight's broadcast. On the flip side, for the Breckenridge Cowgirls, who are not on the court right now, they're somewhere, locker room, I'm guessing, discussing things over. So we'll put the camera on DGF since there's no Breckenridge players to represent right now on the camera. But anyways, they picked up a let me grab my other sheet here. 49-35 victory over Morris area, Alberta. I think there's another town in that combination of teams there, but I don't remember. I don't have that written down. Morris area something Alberta. I know that's what it is. Anyways, they won 49-35. Parker Yagi led the way with 20 points. 9 of those 20 came from behind the 3-point arc. So she had a pretty good night for the Breckenridge Cowgirls under the guidance of head coach Austin Imdek against Morris area. And make some adjustments on our microphone here. Making sure everything's plugged into what it should be. There we go. Okay, so Parker Yagi had 20 points. 9 of those 20 came from behind the 3-point arc. Other scorers included Kelsey Sorol with 4, Jonica Bernatus with 9, 2 apiece for Grace Nicholson and Abby Johnson, 4 for Grace Miranowski, who came off the bench scoring those couple of buckets. Addie Twidwell, a 6'1 senior, had a good night with 8 points. And speaking of Addie Twidwell, it is her birthday tomorrow. This game was originally scheduled on Addie Twidwell's birthday, but due to the fact that Jason Sunday is a coach for is on the coaching staff for the DGF football team, they rescheduled the game from Addie Twidwell's birthday to tonight so that Jason could accompany the football team on their trip to U.S. Bank Stadium coming up here as the Breckenridge Cowgirls now make an appearance on the court. So a one-day early happy birthday wish to Addie Twidwell, a 6'1 senior for the Breckenridge Cowgirls. Your starters are going to be, for the DGF Rebels, the 5'7 senior guard, number 2, Gabrielle Tucker, a 5'10", I believe she's a freshman. Let me look at my other roster here. No, she's not. She's a senior. I wrote that down 100% wrong. I wrote a 9 instead of a 12 in there. So a 5'10", let me double check that. 5'10 senior, yep. Now everything matches up. A 5'10 senior forward, number 5, Michaela Winter. A 5'7 senior forward, number 12, Peyton Backus. A 5'9 senior forward, number 15, Kaylee Peterson. And then in the middle for the jump ball is the tallest girl on the court, and she's only a freshman. She stands 6 foot tall, and her name is Aria Garrett. She was her leading scorer in the game against Walker Hackensack Akeley. For the Breckenridge Cowgirls, your starting lineups will look like this. A 5, let me look at I think I wrote that down here. A 5'6 senior. I had it as 5'0", but I'm pretty sure nobody on the team is 5'0". A 5'6 senior guard, number 0, Kelsey Sorol, who scored 4 points against Morris area. A 5'8 freshman guard, number 2, Jonica Bernatus, who scored 9 points against Morris area. A 5'7" freshman guard / forward, Parker Yagi, who was the leading scorer against Morris with 20, with 9 of those 20 from behind the three-point arc, and she's only a freshman. Your other starter will be the 5'7 senior guard/forward, number 10, Abby Johnson. A 6'1 senior center, number 22, Addie Twidwell, who has the birthday tomorrow. And then I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's see. I have 4 of the 5. Where's my other dot at? Okay, let's start over here. A 5'6 senior center, number 0, Kelsey Sorolla. A 5'8 freshman guard, number 2, Jonica Bernays. A 5'7 freshman guard forward, number 3, Parker Yagi. That's 3 of the starters. The 5'7 senior guard, number 10, Abby Johnson. That's 4. And the 6'1 senior center, number 22, the one-day early birthday girl, Addie Twidwell, will be your 5th starter here for the Breckenridge Cowgirls. Breckenridge under the advisement of Austin Imdeck, and DGF under the head coach advisement of Jason Sunday. We're at the 4th. The JV game went to DGF. They won 58-43 in the DGF game. More on this matchup here when we return. Well, actually, you know what? I was not paying attention to the clock, so we're just going to keep it here until the national anthem. And then we'll take a break.
DGF Rebels would like to extend a special welcome to our guests from Breckenridge. This game is being played under the rules of Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair competition amongst players. One of our goals of high school athletics, learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one such value that makes these games an educational experience. Each one of us is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. Together, let us all help create an environment for high school competition that we can be proud of. Now we ask that if you can stand, if you are able, remove your headwear and remain in attention and honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, and we'll be right back.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby? Wally Wibbly. Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies. Wilby Wobbaby.
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back to the fort here in DGF High School in Glyndon, Minnesota. We hope you're having a great day. And now let's get the official announcements on today's starting lineup, starting with the visiting Breckenridge Cowgirls.
She's a 5'6 senior. She's a guard, Kelsey Sorolla. Next we have 5'8 freshman guard, number 2, Jonica Bernays. Then we have a 5'7 freshman, number 3, Parker Yagi. 5'7 senior, guard forward, number 10, Abby Johnson. And number 22, senior center, Addie Twidwell.
You know what spreads faster than any virus? It's fear. And when it comes to fear, you can either forget everything and run. I say,
All right, so there's your starters for the Breckenridge Cowgirls. And now, let's meet your DGF Rebels. First half of basketball for the winter sports season of 2022-2023 is about to tip off here at the Fort in DGF High School, and we are underway. Tip is won by the Cowgirls. They'll work it inside, and that is Twidwell. And Twidwell up, strong off the glass, and the rebound comes down to Michaela Winter. Back the other way quickly in transition, right to the glass and scores. It is Gabrielle Tucker with the point. And it's 2-0 DGF. 17-11 and counting to go. 2-0 lead here for the Rebels, as bringing it up over the timeline here is Bernadas. She'll push it into the corner here for Nicholson. Nicholson puts up a three. Check that. It was actually Parker Yagi who put up the three, and that is our first lead change of the winter sports season. 3-2 in favor of Breckenridge. With the basketball right now is Backus. Backus moves it into the hands of Peterson. Now back over to Backus over on the far wing. Right-handed dribble, pushes it back up top there to Tucker. Tucker with a right-handed dribble. Runs into a double team, dishes it off there to the far elbow for Backus. Backus circling around to the hoop, a little too strong. Missed shot, offensive rebound by Garrett. It's up and in. And it's 4-3. And lead change number 2 as Bernadas brings it back. A couple passes later, it's over on the far wing. Driving into the paint is Sorol, and she will draw the first foul.
Foul called on Rebels number 25, Marie Garrett. First personal, teams first. Cowboys. Cowgirls shooting 2.
So the foul goes on DGF's Aria Garrett, the 6-foot freshman. And at the free throw line here is Sorol, and she will miss that she will miss that first one. She'll get her second attempt here. Sorol puts it up, and it's it.
Second free throw is good.
+1 for the Cowgirls. We have a 4-4 tie on our hands. It's Tucker dishing it out there for Backus. Backus cuts into the paint, to the hoop and scores! And Peyton Backus is into the scorebook with 2. 6-4 DGF, 15:50 and counting to go here, as I forgot to start the clock. There's a three-pointer from the top of the key for Bernadas. And that three gives Breckenridge a 7-6 lead. Is coming back is Tucker. Tucker will lose it. It's a turnover. Turnover DGF, the first turnover of the game. Back the other way, Breckenridge will bring the ball. That is Abby Johnson with it. Now to the young lady in the green shoes, it's Parker Yagi in the lime green. Actually, there's two players out there with the same colored shoes. That's a tip away, and it's taken away by Garrett. She'll get the steal. DGF will be back the other way. Near elbow now for Backus. Backus, ball overhead, now puts the right hand to dribble to the floor. Dishes it off there for Michaela Winter, who puts it up for a three. A little bit too strong, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And we'll let our clock run down to 15:03 here.
Ball last touch by the Rebels. Cowgirls ball out of bounds.
Inbounds pass will come to Bernatus. 7-6 in favor of the Cowgirls here on the KLN Family Brand scoreboard. Bernatus still with the basketball. Whips it around to Johnson. Couple handoff and a pass later, and it's into the hands of Parker Yagi. Yagi cuts into the paint, up against the double team. Ball's tipped away into the hands of Michaela Winter, who steps on the out-of-bounds line, and it's a turnover for each team. 14:38 to go here in the first half. Baseline inbounds pass from Bernatus. One of two wearing the lime green shoes. And she lost it. She got it into Abby Johnson, but it slipped through her fingers out of bounds for another turnover for Breckenridge. And now DGF will get the ball back. Tucker will bring it up the court here for the Rebels. Guarded closely there by Bernatus. 2-on-2. Spin move there on Tucker. Two passes later, they get it to Garrett down low, and she scores. Aria Garrett with 4 of the team's 8. And DGF retakes the lead. Here's Bernatus at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Abby Johnson. She'll work it into the high post, and a dribble, and nearly a travel. Yeah, it was a travel. Too many steps. 14:05 to go here as Tucker will bring it up over the timeline here for the Rebels. With her team leading by a digit, 8-7. Into the hands now of Michaela Winter. Winter will get it into the hands of Peterson. Peterson stops at the high post, feeds one into Tucker. Tucker lost it out of bounds.
Ball last touch by the Rebels. Cowgirls ball out of bounds.
So slowly bringing it back is Bernatus, a 5'8" senior guard who had 9 points in the game against Morris area just a couple days ago on November 29th. They'll work it into Addie Twidwell, and Twidwell scores. And that gives the Cowgirls the lead back and forth we go with the lead changes. 13:20 and counting to go. With the basketball now is Backus, and Backus puts it in. 4 for Backus, 10 for the Rebels. So the first one to break into double digits here as Bernatus with the right-handed dribble will fire it off to Yagi. Yagi with a long 2 off the front of the rim. An offensive rebound for Twidwell. Twidwell will get it to the free throw line for Abby Johnson. Johnson tried to dribble in, now gets it out here for Bernatus. Bernatus will back up. 10-foot volleyball line. She dishes it off to Johnson. Now over to the far elbow there. Spinning around and finding a way into the hoop is Kelsey Sorol. 3 points for Sorol. That basket, 1 for 2 from the free throw line a little bit earlier tonight. Out of bounds, and that one will.
Ball last touch by the Rebels. In for Breckenridge, number 20. Sydney Roberts. In for the Rebels, number 10, Lil Baby. Also in for the Rebels, number 24, Ella Olsen.
All right, so Bernatus will take the inbounds pass here with her team leading by a digit, 11-10. It's been a good, I almost said football. It's been a good basketball game so far. I've enjoyed this one in the first 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes here. Three-pointer up from Sydney Roberts, and it gets stuck in the rim. You see that maybe 3 times a season. Now And that is
2 points.
2 points
For
for
Owen.
number 14 from the New York Jets there. I think that's a Jets jersey anyway. 11-10. Goes into the books as a turnover, as much as you wouldn't like to see that as a turnover. Missed shot there out of the hands of Gabriel Tucker. And back the other way quickly comes Breckenridge. They'll fire a pass over to Roberts in that far corner. Roberts bounces it into Twidwell. Twidwell against Garrett, gets her own rebound and is fouled.
Foul call on number 25, Ari Garrett, second personal. Team second. Into the game, number 15, Kaylee Peterson. Cowgirls shooting 2.
And the DGF fans trying to distract. I think that's the DGF fan base anyway. Maybe it's not. I can't really tell. It's jersey night. Yeah, it's got to be the DGF fans. So a free throw there makes it 12-10. And the second free throw is up, and that one is off the mark. And the loose ball rebound comes down to Michaela Winter. So Twidwell goes 1 for 2 from that free throw line. Here's Winter with the ball. Pushes it into the corner there for number 24. That's Ella Olson, a 5'8" senior.
Cowgirls, Rebels ball into the game for the Cowgirls, number 23, Grace Marinowski.
Now Marinowski for the Cowgirls checks in. She's a 5'11" senior. DGF with the ball. That's Tucker. Tucker to Winter. Winter for a 3. No, a little bit off the mark. And the rebound comes down to Breckenridge, and they get a one-on-one back the other way, and it's a clean strip of the ball. Out of bounds, it will remain with Breckenridge. Parker Yagi came down and almost had a breakaway and just lost the ball due to the strip out of bounds. Luckily, it went off a DGF player, and it remains Cowgirls basketball. And that shot is up and in for Sydney Roberts. That's the 4 points, the largest lead of the game for either team up to this point. As we go inside 10 or 11 minutes to go here in the first half. High post jumper up and in, got it. Kaylee Peterson gets into the scorebook. Cuts it down to a 2-point advantage here for Bernatus and the Cowgirls. Bernatus dribbles into the high post. Now here's Abby Johnson cutting into the paint. Runs into a double team, gives it back to Bernatus. Bernatus will swing it over to Yagi. Yagi with the left-handed dribble will get it into the hands there of Sydney Roberts. Roberts, baseline for Abby Johnson. Johnson a couple of dribbles. Roberts for a 3. Bounces up and around and in. Sydney Roberts with 5 points. She didn't have any points in the game against Morris area. Now she has 5 here against DGF. She's a 5'6" sophomore for Breckenridge. With the basketball is Bielen. Now Winter. Winter into the corner. Catch and shoot 3. No, it rolls off the front and back of the rim on the attempt there by Kaylee Peterson. Bernatus has it now for the Cowgirls. Oh, yeah, that is Bernatus. And now Abby Johnson. Johnson back to Bernatus here in the near corner. Left-handed dribble into the mid-post. Tried to dish one down low, and that'll be out of bounds on Tucker.
Into the game, number 12, Peyton Backus.
Stops the clock with 9:40 to go. Inbounds pass will come into number 23. That is Grace Marinowski. And now Bernatus with a 3. Swish, she got it. 4 3-pointers for Breckenridge in this game. Half of those by the freshman Bernatus. 20-12 as Breckenridge increases that lead to 8. Make it 6. Peyton Backus drops the bucket in. And Her 6 points trims the lead down to 6. Bernadas for another 3. Nope, a little strong on that one. And now it's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Is getting into the hands is Kaylee Peterson. Now a catch and shoot 3 for Bjelland. It's up there. 5'7" sophomore puts 3 on the board, and now it's a 3-point deficit with 8 minutes and change to go. Roberts for a 3-point attempt. That's off the mark. And a foul down on the baseline. And let's see who they call it on.
Into the game for the Cowgirls, number 3, Parker Yagi. Cowgirls ball out of bounds.
Parker Yagi will come in, give Abby Johnson a breather on the sideline. 8:34 to go here in the first half. High lofting pass to the top of the key for Roberts. Roberts catch and shoot. Bernadas off the mark, missed everything to the left side. Loose ball will end up in the hands of Ella Olsen, the 5'8" junior for the Rebels, and back comes DGF. With the basketball is Tucker, and she carried it.
Carry called on the play. Breckenridge call out.
And we have a timeout on the floor. With 8:18 to go, we have a full timeout. We'll keep it here. Thanks to some of our sponsors, including Superior Builders in Breckenridge, along with DGF High School, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Goldmark Commercial Real Estate, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, and KLN Family Brands, bringing you broadcast coverage of tonight's game here between the DGF Rebels and the Breckenridge Cowgirls. And if you want to be a sponsor, just give us an email or a phone call. Our office number is 701-370-2000. And our email address is magnitudesn. That's S as in sports and N as in network. magnitudesn@gmail.com. 8 minutes plus to go here. Pelican Rapids in action tonight. 8 minutes remaining in the first period. They're up 18-7 over Norman County East and Hitterdal. We'll keep you updated on that game as more updates come in from that one. All right, and we're back to action here. 8:15 and counting. Other games, never mind. These games are tomorrow, so they're not in action tonight. The ones that I had written down. Here's a 3 on the way. That's off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes to DGF. That is Tucker. Tucker hands it off near corner for Backus. Puts the 3 up, won't go. And now tied up underneath, and a foul coming here on DGF.
Number 15, Kaylee Peterson. First personal, team's 4th. Correction, team's 3rd.
3 fouls for the Rebels and no fouls so far here for Breckenridge. I thought there was 1 foul, but maybe not. And that one's out of bounds. And
fresh 3 in the game for the Cowgirls. Ball last touched by the Rebels. Cowgirls ball out of bounds.
so baseline inbounds pass coming up here for Bernadas, as she'll be the one to trigger it in. And she'll lob it up and in. They'll work it outside. 3 on the way. Bounces off the rim. No good. And a rebound and a foul. And that is the first foul on Breckenridge.
Her first.
Well, bringing it back here for the Rebels is Tucker. Tucker will pick up her dribble, get it over to Michaela Winter. Winter looking for some help, and she travels.
Traveling call on the play.
Bernadas will bring it over the timeline here for Breckenridge. Bounce pass, near elbow for Nicholson. Back into Bernadas for the high post. And a nice feed across the paint, and it's up and in. Getting the basket was Twidwell, and her teammate from across the paint made a beautiful pass to set Twidwell up for that basket. 22-17, 6:45 and counting to go here in the first half. Enjoy your final Minnesota basketball season with no shot clock. There's a shot up and in for Peyton Backus. Backus, I have her down for 8 so far tonight. 6:27 and counting to go on the KLN Family Brand scoreboard. The Cowgirls up by 3, 22-19, looking to extend that lead. Bernatus, high post now, Abby Johnson feeds it into the corner. Nicholson for a 3 off the mark, and a battle for the rebound, and it comes to Twidwell, and she puts it up and in.
2-point bucket, Cowgirls.
6 minutes to go now. Nice drive into the paint, draws the foul. That was Ella Olson who earned a trip to the free throw line.
Foul call on number 22 for the Cowgirls. It's her second, team second. Ella Olson shooting 2.
24-19. Ella Olson makes the first of 2.
Into the game for the Cowgirls, number 23, Grace Miranowski.
She's into the scorebook now with her first point of the game. The chance to cut it to a 1-possession game here, and she will. 2 for 2. 5:45 and counting to go as Bernatus will bring it over the timeline here for the Cowgirls. Bernatus starts at the top of the key, fires it over to Nicholson. Nicholson looking around, looking, and fires it back to Bernatus. Bernatus with a right-handed dribble, dribbles into the high post, gets it over to Bernatus. Number 3, that was Yagi, and that shot was missed. Back the other way, Michaela Winter with the basketball, pops it out top, catch and shoot 3. No, it's off the mark. Courtesy of Backus, who made that 3-point attempt. Breckenridge will get the rebound and bring it back the other way, and there is a blocking foul on DGF. Team's 4th.
Foul called number 12, Peyton Backus. First personal into the game, number 10, Little B.
24-21 here on the KLN Family Brand scoreboard. Inbounds pass comes up top to Parker Yagi. They feed it back down low. Abby Johnson, now Bernatus back to Yagi. Yagi, baseline jumper far side off the front of the rim, an offensive rebound. Pass across the paint to Abby Johnson, she scores. First points for Abby Johnson tonight. Pushes the lead to 5 for Breckenridge, 26-21. 4 minutes and 4 minutes plus. Here's Winter with a 3. She got it. Michaela Winter enters into the stat book with a 3-pointer. Abby Johnson now a couple passes later back to Parker Yagi. Yagi with a right-handed dribble, tried the pass across the lane, but it was intercepted. Back the other way now come the Rebels. They'll fire it into the hands there, Peyton Backus. Backus, 1 pass later, gets to the top of the key for Peterson. Peterson hands it off there for Bielen, and now Bielen gets it to Winter, Winter to Backus. Backus looked at the hoop, took a couple dribbles, fires it off there for, that is Tucker, and she gets it to drop in. And we are knotted up at 26. Inside 4 minutes to go. That was not any of our equipment, thankfully, that sound you heard in the background. Another turnover there, and the Rebels will get it back. 6 turnovers per side so far. Pass down to the baseline. It was partially blocked, and the rebound comes down to Bernatus. Bernatus will bring it back quickly. Get it to Sorol. Sorol spins around a couple defenders and tries a weak pass across into the hands of Miranowski.
Foul called on number 5, Michaela Winter. First personal, team's 5th.
Tied at 26. Three-pointer on the way. Bingo! Parker Yagi nails her second three of the night. That's 5 triples now for Breckenridge in this game. Back the other way, too strong, missed it, rebound Breckenridge. I think that's Yagi. No, that was Bernatus. Now Bernatus gets the ball back. Now Yagi has it. Back to Bernatus. Now Abby Johnson open for a three. Too strong off the back iron. Offensive rebound comes down to Bernatus. Bernatus, or check that, Yagi will put up a three now. Bingo! She got it. Parker Yagi with back-to-back threes. She has 9 points tonight, all of them from behind the arc. And it's 32-26. And it's a 6-0 run for Breckenridge. Off the missed three, the rebound's up and in for Kaylee Peterson. I have her down for 4 points so far tonight. And a charging foul on Breckenridge.
Number 3. Her first personal. Into the game for the Cowgirls.
Rebels have 5 fouls and not 4.
Timeout called by the Cowgirls. 30-second timeout.
A 30-second timeout will give us a chance to take a timeout as well. Be back in just a moment. Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740. All right, 32-28, 2:13 to go here in the first half in favor of the Breckenridge Cowgirls. DGF has the ball out of the timeout here on Magnitude Sports. We approach 2 minutes to go. Michaela Winter tees it up for a triple, and that one is too strong. Another missed three-pointer. They've only been successful on 2 threes tonight, and one of them from Winter, one of them from Biellen. While Breckenridge has connected on 5 triples, looking to make it 6, and they do! Sydney Roberts connects on her second triple. She has 8 tonight with those 3 from the corner. Here's Winter with the basketball, a left-handed dribble into the paint, pops it out here for Backus. Backus to the top of the key, hands it off, now back to Winter. Winter looking around, pops it back up to Tucker. Tucker with a right-handed dribble, pops it out over to the far side. Can't quite see who that was. It turns out to be Backus. Backus will miss the shot. Rebound comes down to Breckenridge. 35-28 with a little over a minute to go here in the first half. Both of these teams 1-0 on the season, and that's a push from behind. That is team foul number 6, one away from a bonus with 1:02 to go here in the first half. So DGF has a foul to give. Bounce pass inside. Abby Johnson gets it up and in. Another basket for Abby Johnson. Inside a minute to go. Here's Michaela Winter. Winter gets it into the hands of Backus. Backus, one dribble, fires it off. Into the corner for Winter. Catch and shoot on the three-pointer, and that one's off the mark. And they will loose ball, and it's picked up there by Bernatus. Bernatus will drive all the way to the hoop and draw the foul.
Foul called number 2, Gabby Tucker, second personal. Cowgirls shooting 2.
A correction on the scoring here. I had Sydney Roberts down for 8. and Parker Yagi down for 9. It should be Parker Yagi with 11 and Sidney Roberts with 6. I want to thank one of my loyal Breckenridge viewers for helping me out with that. There's a free throw up and in. 10-point lead, largest lead of the game so far for either team. That one popped over to Michaela Winter. 10 seconds to go in the first half. And it's just stolen away and then out of bounds, and it goes to Breckenridge. 6 seconds to go. They'll roll it in. She'll pick it up, bring it over the timeline. Bernatis into the corner. 3 on the way at the buzzer. No good. That brings us to halftime with your Breckenridge Cowgirls leading the DGF Rebels by the score of 38-28. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in a moment. We'll add up some numbers, bring you a halftime show in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
You do something with your hair?
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Do something with your hair?
All right, welcome back to the fort here at DGF High School, the Breckenridge Cowgirls. After a pretty close, say, first 10, 11 minutes of the first half, and then it was at that point that Breckenridge started to pull away with it here. There was points in the first half where Breckenridge had like a 4-6 point lead, but DGF would chip away at that, and they tied it up on a couple of occasions too. But right towards the end there, a couple of three-pointers would help Breckenridge extend their halftime lead to a 10-point advantage of 38-28. Both these teams 1-0 on the season. Let's take a look at the first half numbers. Gabrielle Tucker with 4 for DGF. Michaela Winter with 3. Michaela Bielen with 3. Peyton Backus with 8. Kaylee Peterson with 4. Ella Olson with 2. Both of those from the free throw line. And Aria Garrett with 4. And the free throws by Olson were the only free throws of the first half. So the DGF Rebels are 100% from the free throw line in the first half of play on the 2 pair of points from Ella Olson. Over on the flip side for Breckenridge, Kelsey Sroll has 3. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line, plus a 2-point basket. Jonica Bernardis is with 7 points. She has a pair of 3-pointers and went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Parker Yagi leads the way right now with 11, including 9 of those 11 from behind the arc. Abby Johnson with 4. Sydney Robert with a pair of 3s. She has 6 on the evening so far. And Addie Twidwell, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and she has a total of 7 points here. So if I add up all the free throws here, every Cowgirl who's gone from the free throw has gone 50%. So they are 3 of 6 as a team, or 50%. While on the flip side, the DGF Rebels are 2 of 2 for 100%. But the stat that matters the most is the one you see down there in the middle of your screen, 38-28. And right now, that advantage sits in favor of the Breckenridge Cowgirls. We'll take another timeout. We're about a minute away from the start of the second half. These two teams hit the court. Get ready for half number 2 right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Matter of fact, let's not take a break just yet, because we got the stats report to go over. 12 of 24 shooting, so 50%. Only 2 of 10 from three-point land, with a majority of those three-point attempts coming from the 5'10 senior forward, Michaela Winter. 2 of 2, as I mentioned, from the free throw line. Let's see here. Let's see here. We need to go back really quick, and we need to. Bernardis was 1 of 2, so a missed free throw We'll make him 3 of 6. Okay, there we go. Fouls 7-3, and total turnovers were even at 6-6, according to our unofficial numbers here. And that is your first half stat report, brought to you by somebody we forgot to change the logo on. So we'll go ahead and give it to EOT Insurance, even though they're the Perham stat report sponsor, but we're allowed to make a mistake on our first broadcast of the season. So there's your first half stat report. Let's take a very quick timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby? Wally Wibbly. Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies. Wilby Wobbaby.
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, we are underway here in the second half. 10-point lead for the Breckenridge Cowgirls. They'll get it inside there for Twidwell, and now a 3 is on the way, and that one is missed. But an offensive rebound back to Twidwell. Now back outside of the arc, that's Abby Johnson. Johnson runs into a double team, back to Twidwell, now back out to Yegi for the 3, and that one's off the mark. 30 seconds in, no scoring so far. Here's Garrett turning around, got it in. Aria Garrett with 4 in the first half, now has 6 on the evening. Cuts it back to a single-digit lead here for the Cowgirls as Abby Johnson will have it up top. Johnson, 1 dribble, 2 passes later, back over to Bernatis. Bernatis looked at the basket from about 21 feet out. That 3-point arc sets at 19-9. She was a couple feet behind that. Here's Abby Johnson. Fakes left, dribbles right. Picks up her dribble, gets it to, that is Twidwell. I'm used to seeing Twidwell down in the paint and not up there. Nice drive to the basket, but a little bit too strong off the glass. And Garrett will get the rebound. Rebels have come back the other way. 16.5 to go. Winter up top here for Tucker. And now that 3 is on the way and off the mark. And a battle for the rebound. It's going to stay with DGF.
Rebels ball on the side.
Inbounds pass will come to Tucker. Tucker over to the right-handed, now left-handed dribble. Spins around at the high post. Fires it out here for Backus. Backus left-handed dribble into the paint. Tries to back her defender in. Turns around, and it will not drop in. Took about 3 hops off the back of the rim before Bernatis would pull down the rebound. And now a 3 is on the way and in for Bernatis. And that is the second Cowgirl to enter double digits. Right now, Yagi with 11 all in the first half, and that 3 puts Bernatis at 10 on the evening. Backus with the basketball. She'll cut in, and oh, she got it a little too strong. She had a beautiful seam that she found to the hoop, and she split the defense, but couldn't drop it in. 3 on the way, nearly got fouled on that 3-pointer. It'll be a missed 3-pointer. It'll remain 41-30. 11 is the largest lead, and the Cowgirls have slowly built that largest lead from 6 to 8 to 10 and now 11. Here's Garrett. Missed it, and a foul underneath. I didn't see who got it. It's an offensive foul on Garrett.
Teams first.
Forgot to reset the fouls at halftime. So hopefully it's on. But I can tell you right now, it's 1 foul for DGF and none for Breckenridge so far here in the second half. Missed shot there, and an offensive rebound, and another chance here for Bernatis and friends. She'll get it to Yagi. Now corner, Abby Johnson a little strong on the corner 3. And Michaela Winter will come down with the rebound. Rebels will bring it back, courtesy of Tucker. Tucker with a right-handed dribble, picks it up, fires it out to Backus here. Backus left-handed dribble up into the high post. Now to the top of the key for Winter. Steps in, steps out, fires it to Tucker. Tucker inside to Garrett. Garrett muscles her way to the hoop for 2 points. Garrett with 4 in the first half, and now she has 4 here in the second half, and we're not even 4 minutes in yet. Here's Bernatus to the hoop. High off the glass and in. Nicely done. Bernatus up to 12 points on the evening now, according to my numbers. Inside 14 minutes to go. Michaela Winter will try for a 3. That one's a little bit off the mark. And it's out of bounds, but it'll stay with DGF. Stops the clock with 13:43 to go. Going to get a foul on DGF.
Foul called on number 12. Peyton Backus, second personal, team second.
There's a 3. That one's off the mark. A whole lot of 3-pointers here for DGF, and they are not going all in. With the ball is Peterson. Breckenridge wanted 3 seconds in the lane. They're not going to get it, and now they're going to get a foul, or wait, timeout. 12:57 to go here in the second half.
Foul called on number 22 for the Cowgirls.
So Breckenridge will pick up a foul.
Teams first. Into the game for the Rebels, number 32, Olivia Couchman.
(43-32) with 12:57 to go. DGF floats the inbounds pass, get it to Garrett, and it's over the head of Emerson Bach. Out of bounds and a turnover here for DGF. This is Yagi, I believe. No, it's Bernatus. Now Yagi has it. They'll work it in for Abby Johnson. Johnson gets fouled.
Foul called on number 32, Olivia Couchman, first personal, team's third, Breckenridge shooting 2.
This is Abby Johnson at the free throw line. It's her first trip to the line tonight. She'll miss the first one. 4 points all in the first half for Abby Johnson up to this point. And the second one is in. So Breckenridge remains 50% on the evening as they've gone 1 for 2 on every single free throw attempt so far tonight. Number 32 is Olivia Couchman, a 5'6" freshman. Missed the shot. Garrett misses the shot but draws the foul.
Foul called on number 22 for the Cowgirls. Third personal foul, team second, Aria Garrett, shooting 2.
So Garrett will go to the free throw line for the first time this evening. She has 8 points on the night. She can make, it's a 1-and-1 situation here. Or no, I guess it's a shoot 2, and she'll miss the first one.
In the game for the Cowgirls, number 20, Sydney Roberts, and number 23, Grace Miranowski. Into the game for the Rebels, number 2, Gabby Tucker.
Tucker will come in and give Emerson Bach a breather on the sideline. Bach getting a couple minutes off the bench here. She's a junior for the Rebels this year. Garrett missed the first one, second one on the way, and it is good.
Second one is good.
1 for 2 on that trick for Garrett. She has 9 points, and the deficit is 11 for the Rebels. 12:07 and counting to go. Fire the ball over the far side there. Can't quite see the jersey number and who that was. Looks like Sydney Roberts is back into the lineup here for Breckenridge. And now Bernatus for, was that a 3 or a 2? It was a 3. I thought her foot was on the line, but the referee put both hands up. So it is a 3-pointer for Bernatus. Her 4th 3 of the evening. 12 of her 10, 13, 15 points from behind the arc. I take that back. She has 3 points from inside the arc, and the rest of them are from outside the arc. I may have misdid the math on that mentally. Baseline jumper for Abby Johnson's up and in. 49-33 now is our score. 11 and change to go. We get it to Couchman. Couchman dribbles into the paint, tried to pop it out to the corner, but there's a whistle and a foul coming up here on Breckenridge.
Foul call number 2 for Breckenridge. Second personal into the game for Breckenridge, number 3, Parker Yankee.
So the lead is now 16 as Breckenridge continues to grow that lead little by little by little by little. Nice drive to the hoop, too strong. Garrett with the rebound and 1.
2 points, Aria Garrett, and an and 1 coming.
Garrett with a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Team's 4th.
And right now, they can use every point they can get. Points with the clock stop, crucial here for DGF right now. And that one's a little bit strong. Missed the free throw. 10:56 to go as Breckenridge hustles back to the other end. Here's Bernatus. Picks up her dribble, gets it in there. Loose ball, tipped around. Garrett picks up the loose ball. And now bringing it back is Tucker. Tucker dishes it off. Free throw line jumper is up off the left side. Punched out of bounds. It remains DGF basketball. Some Cowgirl fans wanting an over and back call there. They're not going to get it. Outside, 3-pointer on the way, and that missed everything. And it'll go out of bounds. They'll go into the books as a turn. Actually, yeah, it will go in the books as a turnover. Rebels' 2 3-pointers came early in the second half, and they've had a plenty of them since then that have not gone into the basket. Sorol nearly lost it, hands it off there for Yagi. Yagi gets it into the hands there of Roberts. Now back to, that was Miranowski, there we go, got it. And a missed shot. 3-pointer on the way, and it's another missed 3-pointer, and our stat counter keeps track of them, even though I don't. But they have missed far too many 3-pointers in this game. And it will explain a little bit of the reason why they're down by 12 right now. On the flip side, Breckenridge has not had any problem at all putting threes into the basket. Thought about trying for another one there, but Couchman will dribble in. Now they work it outside. Bernatus to the hoop, draws the foul. Looking over to my left, I see a couple people not shaking their head in a no fashion.
Second personal, team 5th. Peyton Backus shooting 2.
I thought for a moment there DGF may have traveled on the way to the hoop, but the foul must have come first, or the referee was behind the players and saw the foul before the travel. One of the two. Or maybe there was no travel, and maybe I'm just the one who missed everything. Who knows? Certainly it looked like it from my vantage point. We'll put it that way.
For the Cowgirls, 30 seconds. timeout.
30-second timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby? Wally Wibbly. Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies. Wilby Wobbaby.
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back to the fort here at DGF High School. At the free throw line is Peyton Backus to shoot her second of two. She missed the first one before the commercial break. She gets her second one now. And it is going to be short. Breckenridge will bring it back. It's Bernatis. Gets into the hands of Roberts. Roberts dishes it in. And nice move to the basket there by Twidwell. Gets her own rebound, draws the foul.
Foul call on number 25, Marie Garrett, fourth personal, team's fourth.
So Twidwell, 1 for 2 tonight. Now 1 for
In the
3.
game for the Rebels, number 24, Ella Olsen.
And the second one's off the mark as well. That's the first time that Breckenridge has missed both free throw attempts in this ballgame. Battle for the ball underneath, and
Jump ball, Rebels ball.
it'll be a jump ball, and they'll go to the Rebels. .848 and counting. Corner three is in! And it's back to a single-digit game now at 49-40. And it's going to be a jump ball. They'll go to Breckenridge.
Jump ball called, Cowgirls ball.
So now the Cowgirls will get a couple of substitutions in.
Number 21, Emily Gowen, and number 10,
Abby Johnson, along with Emily Gowan, a 5'7" freshman, check into the lineup here for Breckenridge as they'll toss it in from in front of their own bench. It is Twidwell with the basketball. Now that is Yagi, Bernatis. I always get those two mixed up. Twidwell, triple team, pops it out. Abby Johnson for a three off the front of the rim. She'll get her own rebound, and it's blocked by Peyton Backus. And now a quick turnover out of bounds, and it goes back to DGF. With the basketball is Tucker. That one may have been partially blocked, and there's a whistle. And I believe a foul on Breckenridge, and yep, it is. It'll be their sixth.
Foul call down low on number 3.
It's the second on Parker Yagi. .49-40 here on the KLN Family Brand scoreboard. Inbounds pass comes to Tucker. Tucker will spin on her defender. Pop it out into the corner. Driving in is Bielen. And a whistle and a foul. It's a blocking foul, and that will send Kaylee Peterson to the free throw line.
Blocking foul on number 21 for the Cowgirls. First personal, team 7, Kaylee Peterson.
So that puts DGF into the 1-and-1 bonus now as Breckenridge collects their 7th team foul.
Into the game for the Rebels, number 5, Michaela Winter.
Kaylee Peterson missed the first and makes the second.
Second one's good by Kaylee Peterson.
Bernatis with it. 2 passes later, they get it over to Emily Gowan. And now back up top to Twidwell. Bernatis, no, Yagi, excuse me. They both have the lime green shoes, but the 2 and the 3 from a distance look the same. So that's why I keep getting them mixed up. Here's Abby Johnson for a 3. She had a good look at it. Michaela Winter will pull down the rebound. 49-41 and looking to trim the lead, and they do. Yellen gets the basket, and it's a 6-point basketball game here with 6 and change to go. Twidwell at the high post, puts the ball to the floor, tries to cut through a double team, gets it to Bernatis. Bernatis, charge or block? It's a block. The foul will go on DGF.
Foul called on number 15, Kaylee Peterson. Second personal. Cowgirls shoot 2.
So Kaylee Peterson picks up her second personal. And the first one's in for Bernatis.
Nicholson.
And Bernatis will get the ball back, take a couple dribbles, and the second one's on the way, and swish. Nice job there by Jonica Bernatis. 51-43. And that's the first time in the game that Breckenridge has gone perfect from a free throw line on a particular trip. And getting the ball there is Kaylee Peterson. Winter, now it's intercepted by Johnson, and Johnson tiptoes the DGF bench on the scorer's table. She made a couple nice spin moves there to avoid a potential injury.
Rebels ball.
Inbounds pass will come to Tucker. Tucker fires it over there to Bielen. Bielen against a double team, and it's blocked out of bounds. He'll stay with DGF. 6 minutes on the dot to go here in the second half. Inbounds pass triggered by Bielen. Bielen will float her up to Winter. Winter looking. Peterson gets it to Tucker. Back over to Peterson. Peterson down on the baseline against Twidwell. 3 quick passes over to the near elbow. Ball to the floor here for Backus. Backus, 3-pointer on the way. Yes, she got it! Bielen with a 3. 51-46, 5.5 to go. Can DGF complete the comeback? We'll find out. Bernatis, now Yagi gets it into the paint for Twidwell. Twidwell turns, scots it in. Twidwell, unofficially, I have her down for 9 this evening. 53-46 with 5 minutes and change to go here in the second half. Rebels looking to battle back here. Nice move off the basket, too strong. And Abby Johnson will get Michaela Bielen's missed shot. .449 to go, and we have a foul.
Number 5, Michaela Winter, her second personal. Team 6, Cowgirls shoot 2.
So DGF, one more foul to give. Breckenridge still at 7, and the free throw is in by Parker Yeager.
Number 25, Aria Garrett.
Unless I missed something, that's Parker Yeage's first points of the second half. She had 11 in the first, including 9 of those 11 from behind the arc. Now she's looking for free throw number 2, and I'll spin around and out. Back the other way comes Bielen. Now Winter. Winter wide open, now pops it back out top. 3 on the way, got it! 50, should be 54 to 49. Must have forgot to put the free throw in on that last one there. DGF staying close. They'll work it around the perimeter. That's Bernatus, works it into Twidwell. Twidwell with a couple dribbles, too strong. Offensive rebound will not drop in. Twidwell gets the next rebound, that will not drop in. She gets another rebound, and now she's fouled. And both teams are in the 1-and-1 bonus.
Phone call on number 5, Michaela Winter, third personal, second default. Cowgirls shooting 2.
(54-49), and the free throw's in. This is Addie Twidwell. She's 1 for 2 in the first half, and now so far she's 1 for 3. She missed both of them on her last trip, and she'll make 1 of 2 on this trip. And an offensive rebound. Johnson with a long 2. Swish! A little full court pressure here from Breckenridge now, as Abby Johnson puts another 2 points, and a 3-pointer's up and in. And with 3:38 to go, the Breckenridge Cowgirls will call a timeout as DGF has cut the lead to 5. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Can I have a piece of that Willy Willoughby? Wally Wibbly. Wiley's Wallabies. Wallaby Wallies? Wilby Wobbaby?
It's pronounced Wiley Wallaby.
Well, it's very good.
It's called Wiley Wallaby, and it's delicious.
All right, welcome back to the fort here in Glyndon, Minnesota, home of the DGF Rebels, and they are within 5 of the Breckenridge Cowgirls here with 3:38 to go in the second half of play. Right now, Bernatus has the basketball. Bounce pass over to Yagi on the far wing. Inside of the paint for Twidwell, back to Bernatus, cuts into the paint, into a triple team, and she gets it to drop in. Nicely done by the 5'8 freshman, and we'll count them up later, but she's well into double digits right now. 59-52, here's Garrett. Garrett bounces out to Winter. Winter gets it to Backus. Backus now to Tucker. Back over to Bielen. Backus, 3, don't go. Rebound is off the foot of, I believe, Yagi, and it's out of bounds, and it'll remain DGF basketball.
For the Cowgirls, Kelsey Searle.
Bielen will trigger the inbounds pass from the baseline near side of the hoop to the near corner for Garrett. Garrett feeds it up to Backus. Backus dribbles into the paint, pops it out there for Tucker. Tucker back over here for Bielen. Down to Garrett. Garrett double teamed and fouled. They're going to discuss it. I believe it's a foul, or are they going to call it jump ball? They're calling a jump ball. And the possession area will go to Breckenridge.
Correction, Rebels ball.
Okay, the possession area will go to the Rebels. I had it wrong because they had it wrong. And I think the horn confused everybody there for a moment. Bielen, far side. Now up top here for Backus. Backus feeds it to Tucker. Tucker across here for Bielen to the hoop off the baseline. Rolls off. Offensive rebound. Battle for it underneath. Winter for three. Too much. And back the other way comes Breckenridge. It's Bernatus with the basketball. Hands it off there for Sorol. Sorol to the baseline. Reverse layup too strong. Offensive rebound. Abby Johnson pulls it down. 2 minutes to go here, and a three on the way, and that could be big if it falls in, and it won't. Twidwell gets 2 and 1.
Called on number 25, Brady Garrett, 5th personal. Into the game for the Rebels, number 15, Kaylee Peterson.
Scoreboard in the gym shows 59. I think she made it. Maybe she didn't. She'll miss the free throw. And a whistle. And they have now adjusted the scoreboard to 61. So our scoreboard was correct the entire time. And now we have a foul here, and we'll go down to the other end to shoot free throws. Both teams with 8 fouls now.
Kaylee Peterson shoot 1 and 1.
Kaylee Peterson 1 for 2 tonight from the line. Make that 2 for 3.
First one is good.
And we talk about points with the clock stopped, and these free throws are an excellent way to get back into the game with 2 minutes to go. Missed that one. And a defensive board. The outlet pass to Bernatus. Bernatus brings it up the court. Sorol inside for Twidwell, and Twidwell gets fouled.
Foul called on number 10, Michaela Bielen. First personal.
So 9 for the Rebels and 8 for Breckenridge. So Breckenridge 1 DGF foul away from double bonus, and they'll miss the first one.
20.
At the free throw line is Addie
And
Twidwell.
for the Rebels, number 32, Olivia Couchman.
2 for 6 with that most recent missed free throw, and we'll see if she goes 2 for 7 or 3 for 7. It will be 2 for 7. But an offensive rebound, back out top, teeing it up is Roberts. That one's off the mark. And a whistle, and what's the call here? Officials talking it over. Apparently there's going to be a timeout. DGF fans looking, or DGF coaches looking at the officials like, well, what's going on? And I have to be honest, I still don't know what's going on. I'm trying to.
Number 15, Kaylee Peterson, full timeout, Breckenridge. It will be Breckenridge ball out of bounds.
All right, a full timeout. So let's take a full timeout ourselves. We'll be back in just a moment.
Sweet chaos. Delightfully disruptive.
All right, welcome back. With the basketball is Roberts. Now she'll give it up to, that is Yagi, I believe. And it was Yagi. Here's Bernatis, double teamed. And that one poked away into the hands of Johnson. Now she'll get the ball back. Johnson, right-handed dribble, runs into a double team, and there's a foul. And that foul will put the Breckenridge Cowgirls into the double bonus.
Michaela Winter, fourth personal. Team set. Breckenridge shoot 2.
So every foul will result in 2 shots from the line here for Breckenridge for the final minute 12. First free throw is in. Once again, this is Abby Johnson at the free throw line. 1 for 2 with that free throw. She's now 2 for 3 on the evening from the charity stripe, as Grace Miranowski will check in. 5'11" senior. I believe that's giving Twidwell a rest. Second free throw, Johnson puts it in. Ten-point game, 63-53. At one point, DGF had it down to 5. Bielen into the paint, to the hoop, too strong, missed it. And a rebound comes down to the Cowgirls, and that rebound could seal this one here. Up 10, and you have to have some couple big moments here to get back from a 10-point deficit with 46.9 seconds to go. Another full timeout. I want to say hi to Jim watching from chilly Denver, North Carolina. Yes, North Carolina, not Colorado. And he's asking some questions about tomorrow's broadcast. We will have, from US Bank Stadium, we will have the Barnesville Trojans and the Chatfield Gophers in the AA State Football Championship game. And that is a rematch of last year's AA semifinal, a game in which the Chatfield Gophers won. That'll be an online radio broadcast, as we're not allowed to, we're not permitted to broadcast video of that. And then that game's at 1 o'clock, and then approximately 24 hours after that 1 o'clock kickoff tomorrow, we'll have the radio broadcast of the AAA championship game between the DGF Rebels and New London Spicer. I think they're the Tigers, but I'd have to look. I have it written down somewhere. So we're just going New London Spicer. Also on December 3rd, so New London Spicer DGF is a 1 p.m. kickoff. And as we have a quick whistle here and a stoppage in the clock and a foul.
Falls at number 5, Michaela Winter, her 5th foul.
So Michaela Winter will foul out. I have her down for 3 points on the night. Fouls out with 46 seconds to go in the basketball game. 46.0 to be exact. And then after that 1 o'clock kickoff between DGF and New London Spicer, we will have a 12 noon tip-off on the North Dakota side, as the Kindred Vikings will travel to the Bruins Den, to take on the Fargo South Bruins in a Class A versus Class B matchup. And Kindred seems to put one of those on their schedule every year. They played Fargo Davies a couple years ago and lost in that one. We'll see if they can pick up a victory against the Fargo South Bruins. That's a 12 noon tip-off on Magnitude Sports. Josh and Nick will have the call on that basketball game, as I'll be in Minneapolis for DGF and New London Spicer in the AAA State Football Championship, and we wish the best of luck to the Rebels in that contest. That shot will go into the books as a turnover, as the shot hit the top of the backboard, which is considered out of bounds, and Breckenridge fans will get on their feet. 10 seconds to go. And they'll dribble this one out as Bernatus will dribble it out. 5 seconds to go. And a whistle with 3 seconds.
Final score for tonight's game, DGF Rebels 53.
Well, that was interesting. They blew the whistle with 3 seconds, and now they're calling it a final. So normally they let them dribble it out down to 0, but the clock on the gym shows 3 seconds. So your final score tonight, the Breckenridge Cowgirls 64 and the DGF Rebels 53. An 11-point victory. Breckenridge led by 10 at halftime, and they win the game by 11. We'll add up some numbers and come back with a post-game show as the Breckenridge Cowgirls improved to 2-0 on the season. DGF will fall to 1-1 on the season. And it was a great basketball game despite the numbers on the scoreboard there. DGF really fought in that first half, and they did some nice fighting in the second half too. I think one of the downfalls in this game for DGF was all the three-point attempts that they were not able to convert on. And that may have resulted in the W for Breckenridge. Had they tossed those some of those three-point attempts inside to the paint to Garrett or a couple of the other players and maybe get some points from the paint, we might be looking at a closer final score. But considering all those missed three-pointers, to only lose by 11 is certainly one of the positives that you can look at. So we're going to take a timeout. We'll add up those numbers. We'll come back with a post-game show right in a moment.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
There's no question that
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
You do something with your hair?
The domestic dog, a relative of the wild wolf, now a gentle, loyal member of your family. And through the good times and the more challenging, we love them no matter what. That's why we feed them the best. Nutrisource is the kind of clean, premium food you'd feed a loyal pet who would follow you to the ends of the earth, even when you don't want them to. Don't just feed your pet, nourish their whole body. Nutrisource, where pet health begins.
All right, welcome back. As your final score tonight, the Breckenridge Cowgirls improving to 2-0 with a 64-53 victory over the Dilworth Glyndon Felton Rebels here, who fall to 1-1 on the season. Coming up here for the DGF Rebels, their next game will be at home against Detroit Lakes on Tuesday, December 6th. And then they will have a road game at Barnesville, and the Barnesville game will be on Magnitude Sports as well as the DGF YouTube channel. And then they will host on December 10th a doubleheader. The girls and the boys will host the Kindred Vikings here in DGF, and that's another game we'll have for you here on Magnitude Sports. So that'll take you through December 10th for the DGF Rebels. For the Breckenridge Cowgirls, who are now 2-0 on the season, they have a home game against Clinton Graceville Beardsley on December 6th. They go on the road at Hawley on December 8th. And then they're home against Barnesville on December 13th and a road game at Underwood on December 15th. And that's your next handful of games here for the Breckenridge Cowgirls. Going over some numbers, I'm still getting used to adding things up here as it's been a few months since I've done a basketball game. But so let me do one more calculation here really quick, and then I should be ready to go. All right. So in the first half, it was 38-28 in favor of Breckenridge. Breckenridge would outscore DGF 26-25 in the second half to climb their way to a 64-53 victory over the DGF Rebels. For the DGF Rebels in a losing effort, they had a couple of players in double digits and a couple more players that were a basket shy of double digits. Gabrielle Tucker had 9. Michaela Winter had 3. Michaela Bielen led the way with 14. Peyton Backus with 8. Kaylee Peterson with 6. Ella Olson with 2. Both of those coming early in the first half from the free throw line. And Aria Garrett, who had 17 in the opener against Walker Hackensack Akeley, was held to just 11 points this evening. You add those all up, and that comes to 53. For the Breckenridge Cowgirls, Kelsey Sorrell had 3, and all 3 of those came in the first half. Jonica Bernatis, who had only 9 points in the opener against Morris area. Added 10 to that tonight. She wrapped up the evening with 19 points, with 12 of those 19 coming in the second half. And she also had a grand total of 4 3-pointers, and she went 3 of 4 from the free throw line and added a couple 2-point baskets to that tally as well. Parker Yagi started off hot in the first half and cooled down in the second half. She had 12, 11 of those 12 coming in the first half, with 9 of those 11 come in the first half coming from behind the three-point arc. The only thing she'd put into the scorebook in the second half was a free throw, and she was 1 of 1 tonight from the free throw line. Abby Johnson ended the night in double digits after scoring just 2 points in the opener. She had 11 tonight, 4 in the first half, 7 in the second half. Went 2 of 3 from the free throw line, according to my numbers. Sydney Roberts with 7 points, 6 of those 7 in the first half, and both of those, and a pair of 3-pointers to get those 6 points in the first half. She would tack on a free throw in the second half for a total of 7. Addie Twidwell with 12 tonight, with 7 of those 12 scored in the first half. She was, let's see here, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She was 2 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 in the first half, and 1 of 4 in the second half for the 6'1" senior center, Addie Twidwell. So Bernatus leading the way with 19, Yagi and Twidwell with 12, and Abby Johnson with 11, and then you have Sydney Roberts pitching in 7. And so you had a total of 4 players in double digits, and 1 player who may have been in double digits had one of the other 4 players not gotten in double digits. And then Kelsey Sorrell contributed 3 points as well. So some with outside of the 3 points in the first half for Sorrell, you had some pretty fairly even scoring here for the Breckenridge Cowgirls in this ball game, and that's one thing as a basketball coach that you like to see. You like to see multiple players on your roster get about the same amount of points. Like I said, 12, 12, and 11, and 19 for Bernatus, who was the leading scorer tonight for Breckenridge. Over on the flip side for DGF, Michaela Bielen led the way with 14. Aria Garrett had 11, and Gabrielle Tucker had 9. Peyton Backus had 8. Kaylee Peterson had 6. Michaela Winter had 3, and Ella Olson had 2. So there you go. You got another example outside of maybe Winter and Olson, where all the DGF players were kind of right in the ballpark of each other with points scored. 14, 11, 9, 8. Pretty similar to the 19, 12, 12, 11, 7 on the Breckenridge side. So once again, it didn't turn out the way DGF was hoping it would turn out, but you still got a pretty nice ball game from some of your primary players. And I think, and I mentioned it on a couple of occasions already, but there were so many missed 3-pointers by DGF tonight. And if you just pop a couple, 2 or 3 of those 3-point attempts into the paint and maybe get a couple baskets off the glass, you're probably looking at a different result here at the end of the ball game here. I'm not saying DGF would have won the game, but it would have been a lot closer. I'm thinking, probably like 64-59 or 64-61, something to that effect. Or maybe DGF would have sneaked out of here with, say, a 66-64 win. But those missed 3-pointers were the story tonight, and Breckenridge will go back home with a 2-0 record now with that 64-53 win over the DGF Rebels. As we take a look at our upcoming schedule, you can find us online. You can find that schedule at our website at magnitudesn.com. You can follow us, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff on Magnitude's YouTube channel. And if you're not familiar with the changes at YouTube, YouTube has switched all the handles for every channel to an @ sign now, so it's @MagnitudeSN, which allows us to be a little bit more consistent with the rest of our social medias. Twitter, Facebook, MagnitudeSN. We still can't get the SN one for Instagram, so until then, we'll keep it as Magnitude Sports. Check out all the latest news stories. The North Dakota High School Activities Association unanimously voted today to move forward with the 3-class proposal. So instead of Class A and Class B, I think the 3-class proposal is going to be Class AA, Class A, and Class B, I think. It's been a while since I've seen that proposal, probably about 6-7 months. But I know that's been in the talks for about a little over a year now. And as of earlier today, December 1st, the NDHSAA voted to advance and move forward with that proposal. So it's not going to be like an overnight thing, but probably in the next year or two, we might see a realignment of North Dakota high school basketball. So we'll keep you updated on that. You can read up on the latest on that under our stories tab on our website at Magnitude SN, along with all the other past stories that we've written on our website. There you go. There you can see. You can click on that story. You can read more about that 3-class system in North Dakota. Upcoming schedule here for Magnitude Sports. We talked about it a little bit. We have Barnesville and Chatfield with a 1 o'clock kickoff tomorrow from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. That is the AA football championship game, a rematch of last year's semifinal where Chatfield defeated Barnesville. Chatfield will go on to win the state title last year, and now Barnesville will have a chance to get revenge on their semifinal loss and steal an opportunity for back-to-back championships for the Chatfield Gophers. So that should be an interesting ball game. We'll have a radio broadcast of that for you from U.S. Bank Stadium. And then a couple of games for you on Saturday, 12 noon, the Fargo South Bruins will host the Kindred Vikings in girls basketball. Josh and Nick will have the call on that one here on Magnitude Sports. And then an hour later, we'll kick off the AAA championship with the DGF Rebels taking on New London Spicer. That'll be a game that we'll have a radio broadcast of here on Magnitude Sports, as well as the simulcast of that radio broadcast to the DGF YouTube channel. And then Perham and Underwood, we'll see Perham for the first time on Tuesday, December 6th. Barnesville DGF on December 8th. Perham and Barnesville has already been postponed. I don't know the reasoning for that postponement, but it has been postponed. I can officially confirm that. It has not been rescheduled yet for boys basketball. So then girls basketball, Barnesville will host the Kindred Vikings. And then we'll see the boys' Kindred team against Hillsborough Central Valley. Those two teams always open up the season in boys' basketball. And every other year it's in Kindred. Every other year it's in Hillsborough. So, and then a triple header for you on Tuesday. It'll be an interesting one. Perham Wrestling taking on Alexandria Pine River Pequot Lakes. And that'll be held at the Hive in Perham, while the girls' basketball game between the Yellow Jackets and the Park Rapids Panthers will be at the Prairie Winds Middle School. And we'll have both of those games for you at Magnitude Sports, along with the Kindred Vikings and the Northern Cass Jaguars. And a pair of basketball games for you on December 15th, as Perham and Frazee and Barnesville and DGF will square off against each other in a pair of boys basketball matchups. And if you go to magnitudesn.com and click on the schedule button, you can scroll further into that schedule and see what we got coming up for you here on Magnitude Sports as well. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom of that schedule, click on the Final Scores tab, you'll see this here, and this game will be updated on this white screen. There we go. Now it flipped over here in a moment. But if you missed any of the final scores for any of the broadcasts here on Magnitude Sports, you can get that at our website at magnitudesn.com. That's going to do it here for another fun start to a basketball season. Once again, the Breckenridge Cowgirls with a 64-53 win over the DGF Rebels. For everybody tuning in from Breckenridge or maybe even from other states cheering on the Cowgirls, and for those tuning in cheering on the Rebels, we certainly appreciate you tuning in. And we want to say thanks to Katie for allowing us to come and broadcast this basketball game tonight. And we'll have many more Rebels broadcasts for you coming up here on Magnitude Sports. So I think we have a total of 5 Breckenridge games between the Cowgirls and Cowboys this season. We're working on a couple additional ones. They'll all be road games, as our friends at Three Borders Sports will have most, if not all, of the home games for Breckenridge. So between them and Magnitude Sports, we got you covered home and away for a majority of the season. So make sure you subscribe to both of our channels if you'd be so kind to do so. All right. Well, like I said, that's going to wrap it up. My name is Mike Mason. For Janice on camera tonight, you did an outstanding job. And for everybody who watched and for all of our sponsors, thank you very much. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow from U.S. Bank Stadium for the Barnesville Trojans and the Chatfield Gophers in the AA Championship kickoff at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air with a pregame at about 12:45, 12:50 here on Magnitude Sports. Until then, have a great night. We'll talk to you again soon.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.